So good day everyone. I'm the last part of lesson 10 of PED 104. So this is the exercising curriculum, leadership, and selecting textbook and other instructional materials. So teachers should be empowered to select the textbooks and other instructional materials that they use in their classes. And it's common to be that teachers must be selected a textbook to have their instructional materials to their classes or their students. It is logical and proper to include teachers in process since teachers are the ones teaching the subject and they know better about needs and nature of their students. So we all know teacher is the second parents in the classroom. So they are the leaders or we have to follow their instructions to guide it what we have learned or the subject they given. In 2015, the Department of Education developed a framework for developing and selecting textbook and other instructional materials. The frameworks prescribe that all textbook and instructional materials are aligned to the K-12 curriculum. Textbook and other instructional materials should follow curriculum standard and competencies prescribed the K-12 curriculum. So the K-12 curriculum is provided the text with instructional to do so the curriculum to prescribe it well. Content expert system of knowledge. Authors as expert to their field should write the textbook and other instructional materials. It's also important that the content of the instructional materials are accurate and up to date. So, content expert system of knowledge daw is importante siya na naay content sa atong instructional materials to accurate up to date. Bali gina-update niya ang mga instructional material for that system of knowledge. The third one is have provision for differentiate instruction. It is important to provide activities and assessment strategies that are irrelevant to learning styles and thinking preference of the learnings. The needs of the slow learners and fast learners should also be considered. So in this type of instruction, they need have to provide the activities and assessment strategies for the slow learners and fast learners need to be considered. Di pasabot ang mga pas-pas o hina kayo is kailangan ikwan. Dapat i-provide jud nila kung unsa ang need sa slow o at the same time kung unsa po need sa fast. Di porket fast learners sila is wala na sila kailangan, dapat na-upload sila. And the fourth one is provision for reflective thinking. The instructional materials and textbooks should be engage the learners to develop deeper understanding of the learner, develop critical and creative thinking, and encouragement reflective thinking. So in this one, they have to develop in their mind to understand what the lesson is, what they have their developed critical and creative thinking or reflected in what in their mind. And the last one is the provision for parental community involvement. Textbook and instructional materials should be encourage parental community to involvement. That means that the service learning, real-life integration, parent support are encouraged. So in this one, parent will support their learners in this type of textbook instructional material to be guided what have they learned. So the next topic are the developing teachers as curriculum leaders. There are few important factors that need to be considered in development of teachers as curriculum leaders. Number one is teacher empowerment. Teachers need to be empowered to make important decisions, solve problems, and take action and innovate their own own schools and classes. So, ang teachers daw is have their power to be empowerment to make decision. Bali sila ang nagadesisyon og kasi sila ang murag bali leaders kumbaga sa ato ang klase. Bali sila ang nagad-guide sa tua. Ikaduha is efficient system. Teacher needs a efficient working environment. They need to be part of system that is collaborated and professional and effective. So, in this one, teacher must be work in effective wording balik kung unsa ang suit sa ilaha na workplace. Para na sila'y murag kaugaling collaborative or professional na pwede na lang may be effective to them. And the last, mentoring system. Teachers, especially to neophyte teachers, need mentoring from effective and model mentors. And the fourth, so administrative support. At any level, teacher will need full support from the administration, especially when they want to innovate or develop good programs for school and for their students. So in this one, they have support of administrative. Teachers have full support from the administration to specialize what the learners want. And the last one are the learning community. Teachers must experience the work in a learning community where all behave as professionals, avoiding any forms of professional jealousies and freedom insecurities. Teachers need to be learned from shared curriculum and instructional practices to each other. So in this learning community, teachers must be experienced to have professional outlooking para di pud sila makakita og kana bitang unprofessional, di sila pwedeng in this learning community, it must be what there are being jealous or insecurities that they in within. So, finally, in continuing professional development, it is needed to ensure the development of teachers to perform leadership rules and the rural total curriculum process like any leaders, and they need support from various individuals and groups, especially in their schools. So, teacher is the most essential in our curriculum. There are the second parent to the learners that they want to guide, making decision in all total area. So, thank you. This is the last part of the lesson 10 of PED 104. Thank you.